Right, let's start like this. Who here knows what an entrepreneur is? Speak up a little bit, please, and just say your name. Sisipo. Okay, yeah?
Entrepreneur is someone that starts their own business.
Can you give me an example of something like that?
Someone who sees opportunities and uses that opportunity to start a business.
Fantastic. So she says that somebody sees opportunities and then uses that opportunity to start a business. And you, Sisipo, you said start a business, right? So an entrepreneur only does two things. They establish relationships and they give value. We all know what a relationship is, right? Friendships, romance, we're watching movies, long walks on the beach. We all know what romance and relationships are. What do I mean by value? Can anyone guess? Can you point to a friend in the room? Are you guys tight? You guys friends? How long have you guys been friends now? How long have you guys been are you guys in class together? Okay. Say? So you guys have been friends for 5 years now? 5 years? Okay, come here quickly. I'm going to do something. It's going to be an experiment. I'm making stuff as I'm going along. But what I want you to do is I want you to whisper to me why you're her friend. What is it, just the one thing that you know that she is good at, makes you feel like you can speak to her about whatever it is? What is, to me, not to her. She can find out in her own time. Why are you her friend?
She's amazing. So
Okay, be more specific. What is it that she does for you in the way in which, where you know that you can go speak to her? What is it that she does for you?
she understands me, and she's always there when I need her. She understands me, and she's always there for me.
Okay, do me a favor. Give me a second. I want you to turn around. I know this might be scary, but I'm going to stand right next to you. I want you to say to her, your value is the things that you just told me. Say it back to her so that she knows, because she might not know. And you can say her name as well. That'll be extra sweet.
That is because you understand me, and
You can say it. You can say it.
you're the only one that communicates me in this school.
Do you want to say it? Do you want to say it a little bit louder?
You're always there for me whenever I need someone to talk to.
What's that like hearing that? You can take a second, because I can see you're touched. What if I said to you guys that within a couple of minutes, every single one of you, and even the mana at the back, can feel like that? Right? Do you know how beautiful you look right now? Can I tell you why? Because you're in your truth right now. You are a reliable friend to her. And when she needs someone, you are there. Let me ask you a question. Raise up your hand if you've helped someone in the last week. This isn't meant to make you feel bad. Most people don't think much of helping each other. Being able to go, you know what? I'm reliable, I'm trustworthy, and I'm a good friend. I can use that to be able to make someone's life better right now. I promise you that there is something about every single one of you, and it'll be different from everyone else. There's something about each one of you that is special, that is unique, that is helpful, and that you guys, there are people in your life that come to you for it every single day without you even thinking that you're good at it. There are people that need you. There are people that look to you, and you guys go, oh yeah, well, that's my job, that's my role, I'm their friend, I'm their son, I'm their, whatever it is, whatever role you have in their life. But you are helpful. What if I told you that every single millionaire, every single billionaire, every single person who's made a success of their life has only done one thing? Would you believe me? All that they did was be helpful. They saw that there was a group of people who needed help, and they saw that there was a way in which they could help them. So they started a business. They started a solution. They started a project. That is all that entrepreneurship is. Because what we heard from that corner was, I really hope I get a job one day. Who else has that? Who else has that worry? I really hope that I get a job one day. Hands up. It's not something that you can count on. Not anymore. Who here knows someone who's older than you who wishes they had a job but doesn't have a job? Who knows someone like that? Okay, all hands are up. Raise your hand if you want to swap seats with that person in your life. Who wants to have the life of that person? No hands are up. So you've got to do something different. And it's incredibly simple. Take the thing that you're already good at and share it with people. And if there isn't something that you think is worthwhile about you, my brother, my sister, think again. Every single person, even in the smallest way, can be helpful to someone else. Who believes that? So I did this talk with this lady, and I was speaking to a whole bunch of people. There's one particular person, and who has got Instagram, by the way? Yeah, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys will be able to see that video. It's called You Are Awesome. And basically I was speaking to this lady, and I was like, you can just get paid for what you love to do. And I'm like, what do you love to do? And she's like, sure, but I love dancing. And I'm like, what if there was a club that said to you, you know what? We love your dancing so much, we're going to pay you 500 Rand just to come on a Friday to have a good time. You get paid for what you love, right? That would be cool, right? But you have to put yourself out there. You have to trust that you're good at it. And most importantly, you've got to keep on learning about the thing that you're good at. There's no point being good at something and then go, nah, I got this. There's nothing like that in life, because the moment you think you've got it, there are 5 people who are ready and hungry to learn more, to be better than you, to take what you've got. There's enough for everyone to eat, but that doesn't mean you get to stop learning. One of the big mistakes that people make is that they think that they know enough. They think, oh no, but I've got my Matric. I'm good. I've done what I needed to do. Where's my job now? I've gone to university. Where's my job now? I've got my piece of paper. Where's my job now? It's not how the world works. It's a great start, because school has taught you how to ask questions and to be able to teach yourself things. Most people think that they have to change to be able to be of help to anyone else. So what's up? You're just rapping on your own there, girl. What is that?
No, I'm saying the question that you asked, if whether, can you please repeat?
The question was, your story up until today, the story of your life up until today, does that make you more powerful to be able to understand other people and help other people?
Because you would not know how strong you were if you did not go through those situations or phases that you went through. You understand?
I do. So the challenges that you go through in your life sometimes can get you down. Who knows what that feels like? Hands up. The challenges in your life get to equip you to be able to be there for other people, to understand what other people need. Do you know what we call that? We call that empathy. It's I can look at you and I can relate to you, I can understand you, because there's something that has gone in my life. Maybe not exactly the same, just like you said now, but you can listen to me without judgment. You can be there for me. That's empathy. That is how you look at the world to be able to be an entrepreneur. You have to have empathy for your community. You have to have empathy for your city to be able to go, this is what my neighbor needs. Why? Because I can be reliable, I can be trustworthy, and I can get it done. What have we learned are those 3 characteristics indicative of? What do those 3 characteristics mean between people? We just heard it here. It's just being a good friend, guys. It's just being a good friend. Do what you said you would do. Be where you said you would be. And smile while you're doing it. It's not complicated. Who here knows someone who struggles doing these 3 basic things? Hands up. Who in your life do you wish was a little bit nicer, a little bit friendlier, a little bit more reliable, a little bit more there for you and helpful? Learn from these people so that you can go, I don't want to have their life. I don't want to be in that position. I want to be in a position where I can be of use to other people. Not used by other people, of use to other people. So what makes you useful as a human being? You guys are 17, 18, 19 years old. What are the things in your life that you have learned that makes you useful to someone who's never met you before? Where you can go, nah fam, I got you. Let me help you. If you don't have something like that, it's really easy to figure out what it is. Can I teach you how? Close your eyes. Now, I want you to think about someone in your life that you love. Just one person. The person who you feel most protective of. The person who you don't want anything bad to happen to. Raise your hand if you're thinking about someone like that. We all have someone like that. I need you to know something, that that person is the person who experiences you, who knows you at your best, because you are of the most use to them. You help them the most. I want you to imagine yourself helping them right now. What is the thing that you do for them? Raise your hand if it makes you happy. Does it make you happy to be able to help them? All hands are up. Now I want you to open your eyes. Now I want you to imagine a world, just quiet, you guys are great right now. I want you to imagine a world where every single person in it is like that person who you don't want anything bad to happen to, who you can forgive and be kind to and be there for and be trustworthy of and reliable to. That gets to be everyone that you meet. And you get to find a way to protect them, to make sure that what you do is good for them and for you to be of most help for them. Who here believes that that's possible? All right, I'm going to put down my hand. Keep your hand up. I'm going to put down my hand. If you keep your hand up, it means that you want to tell me about that thing that you do for that person in your life. What makes you feel happy and powerful? Yo, but you're ready to let your hand go. It's hard to say, hey? It's hard to say how you love people because it makes you most vulnerable. I know that feeling. It sucks when you only want the best for someone and someone laughs at you. When you only want someone to feel good and then they reject you, or they don't want to be around you for whatever reason because of their own stuff, what's happening at home with them, or what's happened, maybe they're just having a bad day and they take it out on you. Who's felt like that? It is your job to not be that person. To rise above your everyday life and to be useful to the people around you. It gets to be as simple as your relationship with that one person you don't want anything bad to happen to. Because you know that that person will never laugh at you for wanting to help them. You know that that one person is never going to reject you or make you feel stupid or embarrass you for wanting to be a good person. I know without a shadow of a doubt that there isn't a bad person in this room. I don't care what anyone's told you. All I've seen are some scared some unsure, but ready to speak the truth. And all of you guys have someone in your life you guys care about, that you guys want to help. That is all that entrepreneurship is. The only difference is when you help someone who's only just getting to know you and you've been learning how to do it for a really long time, you get to ask for a little bit of money. It's called a service. Let me serve you. Who's ever been to church? Right? You might not go all the time, but most people have been inside of a church. The priest or the pastor is there to serve the congregation, the people of the church. He is underneath them going, how can I help? Is he also the most powerful person in the room? He is. Everyone's looking at him. Everyone's trusting him to guide the community. Yet he's the one looking up saying, how can I serve you? The person who is ready to help is a natural leader. The person who is ready to help is the one everyone looks to. We all want to be that person. That doesn't mean you want to be loud. It doesn't mean that you want people to crowd you or expect too much from you, but you all want one person who knows, I'm trustworthy and I'm a good person. Who here feels like that? Keep your hand up if you wish you felt a little bit more like that often. A little bit more often that people see you for your worth. A little bit more often people know that they can count on you, that they don't push you down for wanting to do the right thing. How are you feeling right now? You can take a second. How are you feeling right now? You feeling emotional? How are you feeling right now, big man? You feeling good? How are you feeling? Okay. When we join the rest of your school, which you guys are exceptionally lucky to be in attendance of, this is an incredible place. The fact that we can be in a little prefab container right now, and that there is more spirit here than at some fancy schools. There's more goodness here. And it speaks to your teachers. Your teachers are incredible. What I would love is for us to leave here now and set an example as the leaders of the school, as the Matrics, as the example to grade 11s, 10s, 9s, 8s. Because they're waiting for you outside. They don't know what we've been doing in here. Who here knows what the word grace means? The word grace means quiet power. It means that I don't have to do anything to make you know that I am powerful. Have you ever seen someone who walks through a room, says nothing, shoulders back, strong? Who's ever seen someone like that? Someone who knows that they are strong, male or female. They almost float in the way in which they walk past because they know who they are. They don't need to prove themselves to anyone. They don't have to do or say anything. All that they are ready is, they're ready to be of service, to help. Every single one of you guys has grace in you. That's what I would love. It would make me so happy if we could leave this room with a sense of quiet power, of going, we don't need to laugh at each other to make each other feel comfortable. You don't have to make a joke to make it okay. You get to say what it is that you need to say at any time. And if people don't understand, that's them. As long as you are honest and you are kind with how you are honest. Who here knows that that's difficult, being kind and honest at the same time, telling people how you really think but still being nice about it? It's not always easy, folks. But it's incredibly important, and it's a skill. It's something that you have to practice doing. So when we leave the room, can we not go scattering about? Can we not go back into that high school life? You guys are done now. You guys are going to write an exam or two, a test or two, a couple of papers, and you guys are in the big wide world. No more excuses, guys. No more bailouts, no more handouts. You guys have to stand tall and understand and practice your grace. to be able to help each other and to be able to help people in the way in which you want to serve them. And that's all that entrepreneurship is. Don't be fooled by anyone that tells you different. Be kind to each other, establish relationships, know how you can help give value. That's all. And practice both. Can we leave this place with quiet grace? Let's quietly stand up. This has been quite special. Is there anyone who wants to say anything to me or to someone in the room, or are we good? Does anything come up for anyone? This is the time to be brave, and so that in 10 minutes time you don't go, I wish I'd said something. This is the moment to say it. It's okay if we're good and there's nothing to say. I just want to give you guys a chance to be able to be honest. What's up, bruv?
Honestly,
I'm going to come closer. I'm going to come closer. Hold up.
being kind and honest is a burden.
Tell me about that.
Like I would be nice and kind to people every day of my life. I don't regret it, by the way. But I just feel they don't appreciate it as much.
Give me 1 second. Has everyone heard what he said? What's your name, bro?
Jason.
Jason. Has everyone heard what Jason said? Because I love that he said it. He said, when I'm kind and when I'm honest, I don't regret doing it, but I don't feel appreciated when I'm doing it. If you have ever felt like that, I want you to give me a clap on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You are not alone, brother. That doesn't mean it's not the right thing to do. What do you feel better as? In yourself, being kind and honest, or what's the opposite? If someone else isn't being appreciative of your kindness and honesty, how do you treat them? What's the opposite?
Being me?
How does that make you feel?
I don't know. I can't be mean.
You can't be mean. So sometimes it's worth it to be kind and honest, even if you aren't being appreciated, because you can't expect that. Because you don't know what the other person is going through. Maybe your kindness reminds them of the fact that someone else wasn't kind to them. So why are you being nice to me? Who are you? They're not used to niceness in any kind of way. So you remind them of them. What happens if you do that 5 times? They become your friend.
Yeah.
Exactly. Quiet grace, can we leave the room? Are you guys ready? No banging, no shouting, no laughing. Show the rest of the school what leaders you are.